Well, it's a noisy day here at the Hickman Ranch, and welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. It's not really a ranch, but it's my little place in the woods, although the house is a ranch. Anyways, my name's Rita Hickman, body-mind expert, shiatsu massage therapist. I work with women who want to get past their toxic and narcissistic relationships, become whole, get their energy back, clear the brain fog, find their voice, get back into alignment. And so I'm thrilled that you're joining me here today. So today it's going to be a healing video. We're actually going to be doing some healing work on the video. And so I completely invite you to join me. Tonight it's very exciting for me because I'm doing my first big time narcissist online group. And it's pretty exciting. I've been collaborating with some people over the last couple months. And we're going to start this 8-week class tonight. I'm super excited about it. Right now it's only in beta, so we haven't sent it out to everybody, just a test group that we'll be doing it with. But soon you guys will be able to see the link. I'll send you to it. It's going to be an awesome 8-week class. So here's a little bit of a taste of what we're going to be doing tonight. Every class is going to have a healing piece, a piece where someone walks away from the class and they feel like some important work was done, either self-healing or energy work. Because I found that information is great, but information applied, especially when you get some assistance, when you get some help with it, is so much more effective. So we're going to be working on dropping some of the beliefs that get in the way of you staying responsive. You know, one of the things that happens is when we get into a threatening situation, if we think a threatening situation is going to happen, you know, we're going to come home, but the energy's off, whatever it may be, our body immediately goes into fight or flight. It's automatic. It's unconscious. There isn't a lot we can do about it. And it does this because our nervous system identifies something that reminds us of a dangerous situation. And if in that dangerous situation we weren't allowed to express ourselves fully, we weren't allowed to, express that fear, to cry, to scream, to run away, to yell, if we weren't allowed to express those things because it wasn't safe or we didn't feel safe, then it makes the going into the fight or flight even stronger. It magnifies it. So suppressed emotions, especially if they're suppressed and then suppressed and then suppressed, over time really build up. And so even just the idea of having to go home and the narcissist is going to be there, or walk into work and the narcissist is going to be there, even before you get into the car, even the night before, Sundays, let's say Sunday afternoon, starting to think about work, the rest of your Sunday is ruined. And that's because of these emotional charges and these beliefs that we carry. Now, it's actually fairly easy to start clearing them, but it's not something that has been readily available because of technology. It's not something that's been readily available because we have been so focused on Western medicine for so long, especially in the United States, that a lot of these tools and techniques just haven't been available. But because they're more available, we understand them better, science is validating them. They're validating the spiritual practices, they're validating the healing practices that have been in place from Asian medicine and from Tibet and from Peru and from Egypt and from North and South Native Americans. Science is proving and validating many of the practices that have been traditional for a long time, but they haven't been able to be shared. We didn't understand them. We didn't believe them. But now we're at a really exciting age. We're in an exciting age where we're allowed to start believing these things. We're allowed to start using them in our life because they work. They're backed up by research that's been proven and proven and proven and peer-reviewed and put in journals. And we're finally, the culture and the world community is starting to change. And so we are now in a position where we can use these tools. So one of my favorites comes from when they did all these work with the Tibetan monks. They brought Tibetan monks over who'd been following their traditions, and these traditions have been around for thousands and thousands of years, specifically on meditation. And they used to think there were only 4 brainwave states, but studying these Buddhist monks and their meditative techniques and their heart and their brain and all those connections, they discovered there's actually 8, if not even more. Now, many of these brainwave states we haven't achieved by ourselves. We don't go through our normal day and get into these brainwave states. It requires, if you're going to do it the way that the monks do it, it requires hours every day of meditation to raise our vibration to that state. But, one of the cool things, there's a hummingbird visiting us this morning. How cool. One of the cool things is that we can entrain to that brainwave state. We can, by listening to something that's in that brainwave state, our brains will entrain to it. We've been entraining to these lower brainwave states from all of these environmental sounds, jackhammers and construction and cars and building, and it's a lower brainwave state for us. And it's not something that that's actually very healthy. What can be healthier for us is when our brains actually go to this higher brainwave state. So listening to music that has this brainwave state in the background opens like this cool door to our nervous system and our subconscious, and it integrates everything between our heart and our mind. It gets everything in sync. And in fact, it's really fun because when I listen to some of these brainwave states, I can feel the brainwaves bouncing around my head. My eyes actually start to move a little bit. They, as if you're falling asleep or in REM sleep, I feel my eyes moving. And then in my mind, spontaneous thoughts start to occur about gratitude and compassion and love and kindness. It's very, very cool stuff. So where do you find these meditations? You find them on YouTube, easy enough, or you find them on iTunes. The brainwave state I want you to work with today is going to be gamma. I haven't figured out yet how to play them in the background of doing these, but we will, live. We'll figure something out. But in the meantime, later today or tomorrow, when you get a chance, I want you to go and find a gamma brainwave state. And on iTunes or on YouTube, find one you like, where you like the music. And the brainwave actually sounds kind of like this. And that's underneath the music. So some things you'll find you'll just hear that. You'll just hear that rhythm. And a friend of mine who's has always loved nature and the universe and science and things like that. When she first heard it, she likened it to those recordings they had of the universe, of what the universe sounded like. Very interesting stuff. So today, later on, you're going to find a gamma brainwave state. You're going to look it up on YouTube. You're going to look it up on iTunes. You're going to find one that you like, and you're going to listen to it, and we're going to do the following. So you're going to then listen to me at the same time about what we're going to do next, okay? So first you're going to make sure you get into a comfortable space where you're not going to be interrupted. Doesn't have to be now. It can be later. Save this recording for later if you want. You're going to get into a comfortable place. Somewhere, somehow, you're going to be having the music and the brainwave of the gamma brainwave meditation going on. And you're going to sit there with a few minutes. You're going to let yourself start to relax into it. Let yourself start feeling your body and train to it. And I feel all sorts of things. I feel all sorts of crazy things come up when I start to listen to this brainwave entrainment. It's designed to connect all those different parts of your brain, and it's designed to help connect your brain with your heart brain. Now, typically when they studied the monks and they were studying the brain, the monks would say, why are you studying our brain? It actually starts in the heart. And it does. The gamma brainwave is triggered when you're in a position when you're in a feeling state of love and gratitude and compassion, and specifically unconditional love. When you're in that physical state, when you're feeling those emotions, it tells your body, it tells your thalamus gland in your brain to start sending off that wavelength, the gamma wavelength into your brain. And the neat thing about the gamma wavelength is that it's fast and it bounces all throughout your skull. So if you can imagine it, imagine like a pinball that's in your head, bouncing around, and triggering good things, and triggering positive stuff, and connecting everything. You know, it's very exciting, and letting you tap into those deeper thoughts, feelings, and beliefs that have gotten into your way. So now that you've relaxed a little bit, this is going to be fairly fast, but I'll take you through it as I go through it, okay? Are you ready? I release all of the thoughts, feelings, emotions, patterns, energetic vibrations that cause me to feel anxious when I think about my relationship with a narcissist. I clear and drop all of those energetic patterns and all of those suppressed emotions that keep me in a place of fight or flight, that keep me from standing up for myself. I clear all of those memories that I'm holding on to because I think they keep me safe. I'm clearing all of those patterns and beliefs that get in the way of my highest good. I'm clearing all of the feelings and all of the emotions that have kept me stuck, that have kept me from moving forward in my life. I clear all of those into a beautiful, loving light. I send them back into the energy field. I send them back where they belong, integrating them with a higher version of myself. I let myself let go. I let myself clear these things because they're not necessary for me to be safe. These thoughts, feelings, and emotions are necessary to a past life that I had. I don't need these anymore, and I can drop them, I can let them go, and they're dropping now, and they're clearing now, because I am a strong, beautiful, smart, creative woman who's able to see things from a higher perspective, who understands things from a higher perspective, who is on the path to becoming the highest version of myself, who's on the path to becoming the person that I've always been meant to be, to continue to evolve and grow. I drop all of the thoughts, feelings, emotions, beliefs, suppressed emotions, ideas that have ever gotten in the way of the highest version of myself. I let myself be at peace. I let myself see the beauty and the wonderment and the miracle that I am. I let myself see the beauty that everything is, that everyone is. And these thoughts, feelings, and emotions are being reabsorbed, and they're smoothing out. And by dropping them and clearing them, they let me see reality from a bigger point of view. They let me see the people around me past their behavior to who they truly are at a higher vibration. I clear all of these thoughts, feelings, and emotions, memories, beliefs, patterns, energetic patterns, anything that has ever gotten into my way of feeling the highest version of myself, of behaving as the highest version of myself. And I no longer need these thoughts, beliefs, emotions, feelings, suppressed emotions, energetic patterns. I no longer need them to keep me safe. I keep myself safe because I'm able to see a different reality than I ever saw before. I am able to keep myself safe. I am able to keep myself strong. I always know in every situation the best way to respond. All of that is cleared. I give it back into the light. I give it back into the energy field. I give it back where it belongs. And I am the highest version of myself at this moment, and will continue to evolve and grow into higher and higher versions of myself so I can be the light and I can be the love for the people that matter to me. I can be someone like the Pied Piper that helps lead other people towards peace and happiness and balance. I am that person. I will continue to be that person. I will respond to situations as that person because I am at my core light and love, and all of us are. And I will help all the people that I love and all the people I connect with to raise to that vibration so that we can have a peaceful, loving world. That's it. You've done a beautiful energy clearing. If you do this with that gamma brainwave in the background, you're going to connect to all sorts of cool things. You get to take it where you want to take it. You get to speak whatever you want to speak in your head. But those are the sorts of things that I say. I like to get to the root of things right away. You don't have to know what's causing things. You can just let it go. You don't have to follow down the rabbit hole, why and what and who and when. You don't have to do any of that. You can just clear it at the core, and your body mind will respond to that. I would do this regularly because things still get stuck. Things aren't automatic. But this is the path to clearing it. This is what you do regularly to clear it, to get yourself into that space, to be that person that you want to be, and to feel happy and have the relationships that you want, and to heal in a healthy, wonderful way. That's what you do. That's one of my favorite tools. So cool. That's your homework assignment for today. I hope you enjoyed this little mini healing. And I am looking forward to seeing you again tomorrow, and I'll let you know how the group went. Okay? I'll talk to you later. Bye.